Pariyatti means that we have to learn it. Sometimes we have to communicate the devotee. When you learn it, and after that, you have to talk like a Dhamma talks to the people. So this is the way to learn it, and we call Pariyatti. And also instruction for the lay people sometimes. But another one, the Paripatti. Paripatti is mean that you need living alone in the practice meditation, especially like the forest or like this. So we have already that's two ways. So depending on you can choose. I think if I recommend to you, if you adapt your knowledge to study about the Buddhism, you need to practice the second choice. I mean, Paripatti. Live alone in practice. That's it for you. This afternoon, we also discussion with my friends about this one. Please let me my experience. Now I'm over 30 years old. I'm working in 5 years and here. So during the 5 years, I have a lot of work for the people. It's not only me. Whatever I have, this is for others. My parents, including my country and including this IBSC and MCU as well. But I told my friends, maybe 3 years later, I need to devote it for my life. This is only for my life. Now I'm working 5 years, but this is not for me. This is for others. I got some money, right? I got some sometimes I got some property, other material, but it's not really for me. So that's why I discussed with my brother as a friend. I need to go to Bhutan to devote my life the 3 years to practice meditation. This is my life. So I also recommend to you, my dear, you can choose if you enact the knowledge to Buddhism. Second choice is better. Okay.
Excuse me, can I add a little bit on that? Ajahn Nimeda and I had a very wonderful discussion on his journey to Bhutan. So in Bhutan, we have a tradition where the practitioner can, meditate for 3 years consecutively without, literally cutting off the outside world for 3 years without meeting anybody. So Ajahn Nimeda, when he visited Bhutan, he was inspired by those, the Bhutanese monks kind of meditation style, right? And then he is looking for the place to visit, carry on his spiritual practice in Bhutan. And I welcome him. I indeed promised him to, find a place and, the process the visa. So if you guys also wants to do I want to do the same thing, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm always there to arrange your visa and all of that. But make sure for 3 years, okay? Yeah, without coming back. Sure. Yeah, definitely. You also.
So I think actually everyone in this room is very fortunate to get a chance to know Venerable. Yes. So because Venerable Ugen can, invite you to Bhutan. And if you want to experience the full practice, 3 years without any connection with anyone. So Venerable Nevinda would like to go hardcore.
Yeah, already decided.
Okay, that is his Kusala Chitta. Okay, and he recommends you, as you ask, like which path you are going to choose. So that is Pariyatti and Patipatti. The Buddha say that there are 2 Dura, Kanta Dura and Vipassana Dura. That monks, nuns, and lay Buddhist practitioners need to complete our Dura. It's our business to study. It's our business to practice. Yes. So if your role now is a student, I think you should fully focus on your role and complete it. And then you can take a decision what to do next. Do you want to add? Yes.
Okay, so my dear sister, she's from the same tradition as me. So I also would like to add something based on my experience and perspective. So I had asked my master to isolate myself in the forest as well, even though we are not following forest traditions. And but my master is always supporting us for any ideas that we think that is suitable for us to practice. So when you are very new on the practice, or you don't know really how to walk on the path, of course you have to observe yourself that what is the need for you right now. If you observe yourself, your mind and your thinking, and you find the urge to be isolated, to do something, then just do it. But during doing that thing that you have experienced, then you also taken another step to discover yourself more. So you observe your mind at that time to make the decision. At that, you don't need to think, which way is more beneficial for me. But when it comes to the time, for example, just as Ajahn Natnapang said, now when you are a student, you have taken that decision before any other decision. So you don't need to be here at this present moment and now thinking, should I do something else, or I should isolate myself to go to anywhere? Because from my point of view, the Dharma is everywhere. It's from everything that you're in contact with life. It doesn't need to be in a forest by yourself. You can go there, or you can isolate yourself to practice if you already know the way. Back to the time when I was isolated myself, I asked my master to be in a single hut in the forest for 1 week, because at that time I thought that I know already the way how to practice, and my duties or my only goal is just to be fully present and be fully awareness. It sounds very simple, but after 1 day of not contacting with anyone and just being with myself, my mind getting so bored. And I don't know what to do there, even though I think that I know the way, So I realized at that time, we have to understand ourselves very clearly that are we strong enough, or do we really know the way how to go? So you can just make a decision to go to the forest, but it doesn't have to be until the end of the experience, because you have to test yourself first. And then if that need is the thing that you want to do the most, then just do it. And then you keep experience it. But why I decided to come here to study, even though my goal is not to get the degree. But for my personality, I see that every opportunities or every person that I met in my life teach me something. This is a Dharma that I need to learn from life. And then I observe my mind and my body every time that I can, to see what I want to do the most to balance in the day. So for example, if I see that my energy is running out because I spend a lot of energy for the other people, I know that, then I just choose to have a single day, just spend time for myself. So it means that we always need to pay attention to our own thoughts or own motivation inside to make the right decision, what you should do next in every single moment. It is not, maybe you can try it for the short time. You don't need to plan too much for the future, because the time when you started to plan yourself what you should do, what you should go, then at that time you already lose the energies and you losing yourself in this present moment. So observe our body and our mind more to know, okay, now is the time for me. I spend time for myself. I want to recharge. So you isolate yourself in that short time. And then when you feel full of energy and then you are ready to go out, you continue to study with your friend, then you be fully present with them and happy with what you are doing. So it's the way that actually this life, no matter where we are, is already the good, the best circumstance or environment, the surrounding, the supporting for our spiritual path. It is everywhere. The Dhamma is everywhere in whatever you have chosen to do. Yeah, so I hope that I have shared with you something that you can consider. Thank you.
Okay,
Sister.
that's wonderful suggestions and also wonderful answer from a sister to a sister. Okay, so now we got maybe a few questions from the audience who are watching us online. This is very interesting question to Vajrayana practitioner. He said that let me ask a question as well. According to the great meditation teacher QUÄNH, mantra is an obstacle to meditation practice, and I believe this is in according with the Buddha's teaching. But why is meditation considered one of the important practice for Vajrayanis? How do you explain this to us?
Yeah, indeed, that's a really tough question, because I just said that if you want to meditate, you can start with mantra recitation, which is totally against with what I've just presented, right? But the thing is that what the Venerable or gentleman or okay, whatever that Venerable have stated on the comment section is totally right. It's totally correct, and it's been mentioned in the Buddha's tantric, texts as well. And in fact, I again believe that I already made it clear that that although the techniques or the kind of methods are different, right? We have what we call the two unification of two truth, right? What we say the two accumulations. So that when it comes to the method, there are a whole lot of differences. But when it comes to the wisdom, what we call the practicing, right? Actual practice. So that there is nothing different. So the wisdom that is been emphasized in the Theravada tradition is also what we are practicing in the Mahayana tradition. So that very wisdom is also what we are practicing in the Mahayana tradition. Because without relying on that wisdom, nobody can attain any kind of enlightenment. Forget about the Buddhahood, right? But the wisdom, the reason why. And also, I'm sure you have already heard that, quite a lot about the tantric practices, because in tantra it says only when you get bored, when you feel like, now I can no longer continue my meditation. I'm literally bored, right? I have to do something, right? And, basically the tantric is more like boring safe. If I speak the common language, it's more like boring safe. When you get bored, when you're so tired of meditation, and then you can do meditation, the recitation also. But at the same time, we also must not misunderstand that the mantra is not at all meditation. So mantra, it's in fact, is a kind of first stage of meditation. But eventually, what do you call, there's mind, there's no mind, there's no mental factors, there's no mental functions, right? How can there be mantra, and how can there be somebody who's reciting the mantra? So that's what we are talking about, is ultimate level. So indeed, Nagarjuna made it very clear. There are three stages. The first, where we are speaking about the self, there's me, and there's me, I'm committing good karma, committing bad karma. If I do right thing, I will face the good, consequence. If I do the wrong, I will face the same consequence that I've deserved, right? And then at the second middle level, what you are saying is anicca, dukkha, anatta. Nothing is permanent, right? There's no self, and everything is just suffering, isn't it? So that is the second level. And then eventually what you are saying is, even the saying that there is impermanent, there is no self, itself is not true. Why is that? Because emptiness is emptiness, right? Shunyata is shunyata. So we're speaking about the shunyata is shunyata. In that case, There's no meditation recitation. If you do that, it literally hinders your meditation practice. So that's, venerable. So that's why the Buddha or that meditation master said, at the ultimate. I hope I answer your question.
Yes, thank you very much. And for the next, I think this will be the last question for today. And this question maybe goes to Venerable Neminda. She asked that, what are the reasons for people to wear modestly clothing to the temple? For example, why people have to wear the clothes that cover the knee, the shoulder, and cover the chest, cover your body? Why?
Why people has to cover their body basically?
Is it he or she? she want to go without clothes. Okay, thank you so much for the question. I think in our tradition, it's not only our Theravada tradition. This is according to the Buddhism. In the Buddha time, the lay people, when they want to go to the temple, they need to close that's the food or the covering, because it is showing the respect. We also have one of the movie about the Vajrayana movie we call Sansara. Yes, when you see about this movie, it's very clear what I answer about that, right? Because all the monks and bhikkhus and bhikkhuni, they always live in the temple. They're not really like others, like lay people, and maybe and see the part of the body is like that. So that's the reason why the lay people, when they want to go in the temple, they should be close all the body. It's just for showing your respect and covering about yourself, and also protecting for the Buddhist monks as well. So, thank you so much.
I think this is very clear for you. So this is the connecting question. I think is he asked that maybe when you meditate and you get negative experience or difficult experience, how do you deal with it?
Negative experience. I think if you're feeling, when you practice meditation, when you're feeling the negative emotion or experience, I think you have to accept whatever you have, because the meditation is not denying that. And also, some meditation, some meditator or the practitioner, they say that meditation is to stop your thought and thinking, but it is wrong. Cannot. So whenever you have negative emotion, or that you need to accept the first, I am thinking of the negative emotion. After that, you have to contemplate and why I have negative emotion and why I have thinking the wrongs. You need to explore and analyze this. And after that, you have to change about the positive accent. Because in mindfulness, sati is, we have two. One is the samasati, another one is the mecha sati. Mecha sati is that like a fisherman or sometimes the playing game. This is also you have a sati, but this is a wrong sati. So meditation is not intended to mecha sati, intended to samasati. So that's why whenever you appear the emotion, you need to accept, and after that, explore and analyze this. Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much. I think that is a wonderful Q&A session. Now, so today I think all participants, distinguished audience, probably gain some insights from our panel today from three Nikayas. Okay, and I think we would like to close the session here. And thank you so much for the online students, online participants who are joining us today. And I would like to thank our three panelists. The first, Venerable Neminda, the lecturer of IBSC, representative of Theravada tradition. The second panelist is Venerable DHAMMA from Vajrayana tradition. He is also a lecturer here at IBC. And the last panelist, Sister Thich Nhat, who come and join us today to share in terms of Mahayana traditions. Very, very kind of you. And I would like to thank all the participants and audience today, both Thai and foreign students, on behalf of the certificate program of Mindfulness Master and the PhD in Innovative Program and Peace Study Program in Thai program. I would like to wholeheartedly thank you to spend your time with us today. And I hope the insight from three traditions today can inspire you a little bit more or less about the practice to gain mindfulness and meditation today. Thank you very much. Sadhu ka. Thank you. So I would like to take a group picture together. Yes. Yes. Okay. Can we chant the verbal? Will give the blessing to you.
Okay. So we should hold the Buddha.
Oh, okay.
We need to stand. Yeah. Araha Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddham Bhagavan Dhammadiwademi Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhamma Namasami Sobatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sangha Namami. So thank you so much. Please.
So much, everyone. Please,
come
we
to
will
join.
take a picture together.
Thank you very much.
กับนิมนต์พระคุณเจ้าแล้วก็ทุกท่านจากหลักสูตรสันติศึกษานะคะถ่ายภาพร่วมกัน
Just move backward. Just move backward. Take picture. Just move backward. Yep. Move backward. And remove further side out.
Okay, everyone. For today, we have a very special translator. อาจารย์ณัฐพัฒน์ อัมพันธ์ อาจารย์ please come. อาจารย์ณัฐพัฒน์ Yes. I'm gonna thank him now to give the recognition. Yes, he need to wear the suit first. ท่านอาจารย์ณัฐพัฒน์นะคะเป็นล่ามแปลวันนี้ค่ะขอ เสียงปรบมือให้ท่านอาจารย์หน่อยค่ะ Thank you so much. Yes, for your good job. โยมผู้หญิงยืนข้างล่างโอเคเล่woman นั่งได้ไหมยืนดีกว่าได้ยืนนั่งแล้วผู้ชายอยู่ฝั่งโอเคโยมผู้ชายโอเคมหายนะพิคุณีโอเคท่านอาจารย์เชิญค่ะสุดยอดเลยยืนโอเคอาจารย์ณัฐพัฒน์เชิญตรงนี้เลยค่ะโอเคขอบคุณค่ะอาจารย์ตรงนี้โอเคครบทุกท่านไหมคะโอเคนะ
Thank you so much to everyone who's come to study in this class. So now the classroom will end now. All of the record, Ajahn will send to the group line or the contact again. Thank you very much for study today.